So, it's the next Sunday. We're back. We're going to do another grapple guide. This week we have Black Water Canal. And I really don't have anything else to say. So, I'm your coach, Crip6. Let's get started. Now, as per usual, I don't have much else to say here other than make sure you follow me at twitch.tv/Crip6 and join all the other communities in the description down below. Now, it looks like we got what I consider to be the bad side of this map for our spawns, because I prefer the start on the other side of the map, but this will work fine. All I do is wall run here, hit a wall kick off this wall, and then slide hop behind this box, grapple by grappling onto that tower, and then you can get all the way to this roof. You can go to the top of that roof, but you can get all the way to the enemy spawn. Now for this start, you want to get right behind this box, right about where this shadow is. You want to aim at the very top of this pole. You're going to want to get pretty high with this grapple. You're going to want to hit perfectly on the edge. Don't double jump off that. And then you're all the way back here in the enemy spawn yet again. So it's a really nice start on both sides of this map. Just this side takes a little bit longer, and that side's a little bit more fun and a bit harder to perform. So now that you're on these two rooftops, either or, it doesn't really matter. All that you need to know is that you can grapple to this building, you can get straight to that building, or you can get all the way to over here. It doesn't really matter, but once you're over here, a useful little trick you're gonna need to know is to look at the very edge of this rooftop, grapple, and make it a really high grapple. That way you can get all the way over here and melee some campers and kind of surprise them a little bit with that grapple route. Now, most maps have a key feature to some part of it. You would think on this map it would be that big tower over there, but no, it actually ends up being this rooftop. This rooftop actually ends up being a great grapple point just to flip from camping spot to camping spot, because there's always somebody on some of these roofs where you can melee over here, or you can go all the way over there. What I find myself using very often is I'll stand right around here, I'll get a weird spawn or something, but I grapple the edge of this rooftop, get pretty high with it. You can actually get to the top of this roof. You can go all the way up there, or you can end up on this rooftop pretty easily. And then once you're on this rooftop, my preferred grapple route usually is there's somebody on that slant roof, so you grapple straight down to that. The grapple's plenty long enough, you can get on this roof. You can also slide hop all the way over here, and you can keep it going to over there if you choose. Now, as I said, this tower isn't really the main feature of the map, despite what you may think, but even so, G2 campers do always get up here, so you're going to want to know how to get all the way to the top of it. What you're going to want to do is do almost a completely backwards grapple to get to the very top, and you can kill any G2 camper or Spitfire or whatever's up here, and then immediately get back off, and which leads to a nice slide hop to the top of this building. Now, whenever I end up on this rooftop, I always find myself having to go over there or get to the rooftop that's behind that wall. So what I usually do, your grapple's long enough, if you stand on the edge of this roof, you can grapple these little couplings right here. And you can slide up either to the right or to the left, depending on what you want, and get to any rooftop that you need to, wherever people are camping or wherever people just happen to be at that moment. And it's very useful to do that. Also, if there's somebody all the way over there and you're here and you just don't have the range for it, you can just grapple right here. Make sure you do a jump at the beginning and you can get all the way over here. And then this grapple also reaches to this rooftop. Just simple building to building grapples. Nothing super special about this map so far. So yeah. Now another useful grapple is when you spawn somewhere down here and you don't want to use the edge of this building. You spawn, say, up here. You can actually use this little bar right here, but you have to be very precise with your aim. You can actually grapple to it and get a pretty high grapple that can send you pretty far, especially when people are camping right here, or they're just spawning right there, I should say. But it's still useful. Again, this rooftop is your focus point of the map, so if you want to get a pretty high and far grapple from somewhere around here, all you have to do is look to the top of this bar, grapple pretty high. You can get all the way over to this rooftop, maybe melee somebody right there, get all the way into the woods back here, and pretty much the world is yours from there. Yet another random grapple that I find myself using a lot is not this one, But if you're out here for some reason and you want to get to that rooftop right there, all you have to do is give the jump input at the right time, just like I said in my grapple guide, and get all the way over to these rooftops. You can slide hop all the way over to this slant building too. Super useful. I do it all the time. Now, the grapple I probably find myself using the most is when I'm down in this little cavern. I'm not really sure what to call it, but you look at the very edge of this piece that's on the roof, slingshot all the way up. You can transfer this down into there, or you can slide hop into the roof on top of it, do whatever you need. It's a very useful grapple. You can get onto that building, you can get inside that building, you can get on top of it. You can use the grapple to get over here, you can use it to get over there. Just trust me, practice that grapple. It's so useful. Now, often I find myself on the ground, even though I usually shouldn't be, but a useful grapple when you're standing right around here is to grapple just this wall right here, and then you can get a nice little slide hop going, get all the way over to here, onto this roof where there are bound to be people or something somewhere that you can shoot. Now, if you ever find yourself in this part of the ravine, you can look at the corner of this rooftop, grapple all the way to the opposite side of the map, get all the way onto this rooftop, even airstrafe over to here if you so choose. Again, if you find yourself over in this part of the map, another useful point if you need to go this way instead of that way is to look at the corner of this rooftop instead and grapple to the very top. You can get all the way to this roof or this one, or you can change the grapple, go to this roof or that one. You can get anywhere you need from that as long as it's on this side of the map, really. Now, for the back of the map, there isn't really much reason for you to be back here, but you can use these pipes as a grapple point. You can aim all the way to the top, get all the way up and over, and you can have a really secret entrance to this slant rooftop. You can slide hop wherever you need to go. Also useful if you ever find yourself in the back of the map. So this week, I don't really have a super hard to do grapple point, except maybe the start on the other side of the map that I'm on right now. What I would say is a useful tip though is all these trees here are tangible to your grapple. So if you want to grapple a tree, you can do so. Get a weird grapple going that people don't expect all the time. Get a nice slide hop and you can get anywhere you need to be. Alright guys, that's it for this week's Black Water Canal grapple guide. Make sure you guys like the video if you learned anything, subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this, or if you have any other ideas, make sure you comment them down below. Make sure you join me at twitch.tv/Crip6. As always, join the communities down below, and that's all I really have. So I'll see you guys next week. Thank you for watching.